I've often said that Chivas Regal 12 is my favorite drink, but as you progress in life and as you make more money, it becomes kind of difficult for a man's ego to call the drink which was his favorite drink 5-10 years back still his favorite drink. I know we all are supposed to keep it real, and I'm all for it, which is why I still love Teacher's Highland. But this is the review for Chivas 15. Let's see if this is any better than your Chivas 12. Of course, I've had Chivas 18 also. It's okay, but let's unbox this. I got this from Gurgaon for 3,300 Indian rupees. And this is how the bottle looks. Wow, it looks really good. I once had the pleasure of going for a party, Chivas party, and I don't know what drink they had there, but I never had anything like that again. I even got the Chivas 18, but when I had it, it wasn't quite that good. Anyways, so this is how the bottle looks, 3,300 from Gurgaon. Good luck finding this in Delhi. There's no way you're going to find it. If you want to go to Gurgaon, you should probably go to G-Town, Lake Forest, whatever, Sector 54. Just put it in Google Maps, dude. So my past experience with Chivas whiskies from Gurgaon has been very good. In fact, I have also done a comparison. I'll link it up in the description for a Chivas Regal duty free versus a Chivas Regal Lake Forest L1. And to cut a long story short, they were pretty much the same, or the Lake Forest was better. Okay, so I'm just gonna open this now. Okay, seems pretty mighty original to me. And we're gonna just put it in this nosing glass. There's a stopper on the drink, which is a good sign, of course. What do I say about Chivas that hasn't already been said? My desert island whiskey is the regular Chivas Regal 12. I've heard the Chivas Regal 15 packs quite a punch. Let's see. First thing first, now that the bottle has been opened, this 15-year-old rendition, it feels like it's breathing. You know when you open a new bottle and it's just been cooked up inside this beautiful, say about the smell. It smells very Chivasy with an added zest of spice. And I can smell some dry fruits and banana. I can also, on the second layer, I can also smell some caramel. Wow, it's very nicely spirited, and the projection of the fume is there. Like you have projection in perfumes. In this case, Chivas Regal 15 has a bit of a projection, and I think that's a good sign. Wow, let's see if this is a 40% or a 43%. It's a 43% 15-year-old statement, and this originates from Keith in Scotland. Now the first bite I had it, and now I'm seeing the spicy nature, the peppery nature come out. Now the strange thing that I've observed is that when you have a blended scotch, the pepper hits different, and when you have, let's say, a whiskey like Indri single malt, or when you have, let's say, Old Pulteney, you know, when you have these whiskeys, it hits very different. Even recently I reviewed Bruichladdich, and the single malt with the maritime nature, the way it comes back, I don't like it. But in this case, I think they've done a fairly good job. How would I describe this? I would describe this as a slightly more enriched Chivas Regal 12 with a bit more pepper and a bit more stay. I don't know what that means. Oh boy, this does pack quite a punch. I would love to make a nice juicy drink. What do I mean by a nice juicy drink? Well, we're gonna pour some more of the Chivas, you know, maybe 2 fingers full. And then we're gonna take a few ice cubes. I like my Chivas with a lot of ice and a lot of water. That's just what I like it as. Right now, on the neat, I can definitely say that I quite like it. It's very different than what I was expecting, but I don't know what I was expecting, you know. So like I was saying, I don't know what I was expecting, but I quite like what I have so far. So now I've put maybe 5 cubes of ice, just like I like it. It's June of 2023. Life is beautiful. There you go. You see that? I was gonna have Rockford today or 100 Pipers, but in Delhi, as you may or may not know, 100 Pipers is not available. Apparently, as per the guy at the store in Delhi. Now, this is the kind of drink I like. If you have a drink in this kind of glass, you're likely to enjoy it. If you just look at it this way, you can tell that it is not a Chivas because of how much ice and water I've put. It looks like a Jameson, but anyways, we're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes and we'll be right back. I did biceps today. Anyways, 5 minutes or 7 minutes are up. Cheers to doing biceps. Smooth, rich, not very intense, very pleasing. A mouthful of whiskey, and all of those exuberant lurches at your palate, man. It's all in there with Chivas 15. Nothing is missing, or is it? Maybe early to tell, but so far, this is quite rock and roll. I feel that banana caramel feel happening, which is very good because when I had the Chivas Regal Extra /13, I really thought that was kind of lacking. So I'm happy that Chivas Regal 15 has more character than the Chivas Regal 13. And if you compare it with the 12, I think it's a good take on it. I feel it's a bit more peppery, a bit slightly more punchy, slightly more, it seems as though there's more alcohol. I will also say that. It's a very good drink. I'm really happy with this purchase. I think this bottle for 3,300, I think is quite a deal. It says refined, fruity, velvety blend, and those are very good words. It never ceases to amaze me how well they know their whiskey. Okay, so they have some tasting notes on the back. Chivas Regal 15 opens with rich and sweet aromas of marmalade, cinnamon, juicy sultanas that transform into a delicious medley of fruit flavors intermingled with butterscotch and caramel toffees. Very true. The incredible smooth and velvety texture is perfectly rounded with a touch of vanilla. This is blended in casks that were previously used to mature cognacs, renowned for their outstanding quality and taste. Well, that's about it, guys. I quite like the Chivas Regal 15. I'm not going to give it a rating. I'm just going to enjoy myself and have it. And if there's anything to add, I will come back to you. But I am mighty pleased. This, luckily for me, turned out to be better than I thought it would. And realistically, what happens with blended Scotch whiskies of this nature is that on the first drink, you don't expect it to overwhelm you. Same thing goes for Jameson, which is a very cheap whiskey, I know. But for Chivas Regal 15, I think it's a bit more standard and has a great allure and very charming it is without being offensive to most palates. All right, that'll be that, man. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. I do a lot of these whiskey reviews, but it's very infrequent that it's very rare that I come up with a review in English. My Hindi is much better. My English is okay, good. I don't know why I said all that. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.